Ghana versus Sudan, a very important game, and the Black Stars are missing some key players. The breaking news is that Thomas Partey, the captain of the side, along with three other players, are ruled out of the game. We're going to talk about the game, Kwesi Appiah and his a continued relationship with the Black Stars, and what those injuries to Joseph Painso, Schindler, and Co. would mean to the team. And we'll revise our starting 11 once again. Welcome, guys, to the channel. Delali and Gijo, welcome once again to the channel.
Thank you for having us,
thank you,
Black
thank
Stars.
The last time the squad list came out, we had our own
Possible
look
11.
at the possible 11. It looks like we have to revise that today following the injuries to Thomas Partey and Co. First off, I'll start with you, Delali. Thomas Partey's injury, what does it mean to the team?
I think if you look
How
at
big of a loss it is?
if you look at the players that have been declared injured, I think Thomas Owen is the big one.
Yeah,
Because if you look at the other players, they are not players that were going to start.
yeah.
I don't really think Joseph Penso
Would have started,
yes,
myself.
Yeah, so if Usman Ibrahim, Kisle Shedna, these are not players that
Traditionally would play.
and or players that you count on in the national team. I think Thomas Owen is a bit disturbing because he's the captain of the side. There's no proper structure on the captaincy
Issue, yeah.
so
We'll
now,
come to that.
because now, so you're expecting him, and for a team that we've talked about leadership, you are also expecting him to be there because this squad doesn't really have a lot of
Leadership.
leaders,
Yeah,
in the
leaders
team.
in it.
Like not basically, I mean like senior players. Most of these players in the squad are friends, like young players that know each other and they grew. It's not like they came to meet some seniors that would usher them into the national team. And I think obviously Partey is Partey, and his coach said, Arteta once said that he's in his best form.
Oh, yeah, he's in his best. So that was
Best
quite
form.
suspicious when
Yeah,
so,
but like right now, Partey no day. I think it's a big
Yeah, it's
his
a big
absence
blow.
is a
His
big one.
absence is a
Basically,
big one. It's a
like
huge
there's
blow.
there's no much you can say about
But
it.
yeah,
The important thing is he's not there.
he's not there.
Yeah.
24 players are currently in the squad right now, and which of them would you pick to take the place of Thomas Partey? Before we come to the reasons why he is not in the team, first of all, first it was injury, then Henry revealed that it was because he was ill, and now Charles Watts, who follows Arsenal religiously, has come to explain that it is a strategy used by Arsenal, considering Kai Havertz also turned down. But right now, we need a captain. Who would you pick?
I think obviously if you look at the senior players in the team, Jordan Ayew, for me,
Who should be the captain?
would be next to be like in terms of the hierarchy. I think Jordan Ayew would be the one to take that position as a captain for the
For
team.
the Black Stars.
You've seen on some. I think during the Afcon, we had Andre Ayew in the team, and because Andre Ayew was in the team, but he didn't feature in most of
the
these
games,
games. We saw a lot of switch here and there with the captaincy, the goalkeeper having it. You have Daniel Mate, but these players are not in the team now. So basically, I think Jordan Ayew is, for me, going to be the next captain. And obviously, if you look at the way the Black Stars currently, we don't have those players anymore, like Daniel Amati. We don't have players from maybe 2 to 3 years, yes, like ago that we would say that, okay, we have to that, because Alexander Duku for me is a captain material. I would like Alexander Duku to be the captain, but you know he hasn't been in the team for so long.
So longer than Jordan.
And also he is not known to be a local person or someone who is a homegrown player.
Jordan isn't a homegrown player. He
But
never played in the Ghana
basically,
Premier League.
Jordan has been here for a very long, a longer period.
Jordan's
of time.
father. It's not Jordan. So
No, like, I mean Jordan himself.
Jordan has been in the national team.
Jordan has been a
not
national
with the
team for-
national. He said he's a local player.
No, like I'm not
What do you
saying
mean by local
but-
player?
No, I'm not saying by local player. I mean, I mean, if you are looking at the longevity.
How long they've been in the team? Then
Yes,
fine, it's Jordan.
You're looking at longevity, and also you're looking at how well they know the terrain.
Okay.
I think Jordan knows the Ghanaian terrain better.
Who
than
would you pick?
Djiku.
Delali?
But I would have gone with Djiku.
Jo-
But
Djiku.
I think they would go with Jordan Ayew.
Who is your pick for captain?
I think if you want to be very, very fair, I think it should be Jordan. but I don't know why. Like ideally, Jordan should have even been around the captaincy, but like I don't know why he's a bit more calm on the pitch. So maybe coaches don't like giving him the armband. But if you are being very honest, it should be Jordan. But Ghanaians, they will say you have the armband is for the Ayew brothers. Because remember there was a game where Andre Ayew was going out and he gave it to Jordan, and people were complaining.
People always talk.
But meanwhile, but if I'm Otuado, I would give it to Jordan. I think it's Jordan or Jiku. Either of them.
I would have gone for Jiku.
Yeah,
Alexander Jiku is my number one pick. I've always thought that he should be the Black Stars captain. I don't care about longevity. I don't care about all those things. I think
Jiku
deserves it.
Well, if you give it to Jiku, people will not get angry. But I think if you give it to Jordan,
that's probably the best thing.
Yeah.
I think, but moving forward, let's look at the broader picture. Let's look at the long-term goals of this team. I think Partey is unreliable, and we need to make let's just choose maybe the first person, the second person, the third person at once, so that when we know that this person is not available, this is the person who have the captain.
We had that, and it was Andre Ayew. Vice captain was Thomas Partey, and Richard Ofori was second vice.
Okay, now we have retired.
Now we don't have Richard Ofori, we don't have Andre.
We don't have everyone.
Yes, and we don't have Thomas Partey. So let's just
create a list of 6 so that
not even 6. I don't know what you 4. Let's get 4.
It could be that those 4 will be out because 3 of the 3 are out right now.
No, because we wanted them to be out. That's why they're out. It's just that Thomas Partey is ill.
Yeah, but
we'll get to that Thomas Partey reason.
The truth be say, 2 of the players haven't retired though.
Yes.
Like you see, Capito no retire. So you're not going to say, as Capito still there, you're not going to appoint another captain again. That's like just very, very disrespectful.
Yeah.
So I think that's why Otuado is managing it. In his mind, he knows who he wants to be the next captain.
Yeah. So I think tomorrow at the press conference.
But once Capito no say, go play the national team again, you can't take the armband from him and give it to another
person. Right now, our ceremonial captain is Andre Ayew, and he's still our captain.
Yes.
Okay.
So we can't do what you are saying we should do.
So I'm okay. But I think in their mind,
they know who. They know who.
So if they go play the match, you say, okay, because the day you know the Thomas Partey know the Richard Ofori know the you are captain the match for today. It doesn't mean the next game if the players come around.
I think
you get it.
We need to get over this Andre Ayew issue as soon as possible.
No,
okay. I think we should move on to Thomas Partey right now and his absence. Initial reports were that he's injured. Harry Asantichun revealed this morning that Harry has spoken about it. He said that it's due to illness. Asempa, he was asked. He said it's due to illness. And information reaching me, I went to Arsenal. Charles Watt is a journalist for Arsenal. He says that he's suffering from illness and it was thought best that he stay in London during the international break rather than endure a lot of travel.
Yeah, he put in the bracket that not injured.
Yeah. So Partey has started every game for Arsenal, aside the Carabao Cup. Played 90 minutes throughout for them. Arteta is understandably keen that no risks are taken with a 31-year-old, that his load is managed. After such a demanding start to the campaign, Partey will now stay at Arsenal and be ready for Bournemouth on October 19th. So he'll be back in time. So it's more or less a time to rest. Does this speak to his commitment to the Black Stars? Does this mean that Thomas Partey is not committed? As people are saying, that in recent times he doesn't seem committed to the national team cause, considering the fact that this is a crucial game. I understand when players like Kai Havertz are omitted from their squad. It's a Nations League. It's a glorified friendly. If Ghana were playing in friendlies, fine. But this is a game Ghana cannot afford to lose. Arsenal feel their 3 points are more important than our 3 points. And Thomas Partey, obviously, he agrees with them and he's being managed and all that. Does this speak to his commitment as a player, as many fans are alluding to?
I think he has done so much for himself that he has now become that crucial part
of Arsenal.
And, when you look at the Black Stars as well, he's so instrumental to the way we play. I remember the game that we played against Angola. He was one of those players that stood out for me in the middle of the pitch, and people were just trying to say his partnership was was not the best, right? So if we have a midfield where Partey is fit, we have Ashmero fit, and we have maybe Kudus, which is that midfield three. Basically, that's our best midfield ever. Moving Partey from the equation means that you are missing out on our most important midfielder. You get it? So his commitment to the Black Stars shouldn't be
in question.
But I would like to think that Arteta and Arsenal are not doing, they're just not doing us a good favor here. They're just, I think
Henry said that
they are not
he didn't want to state what illness. They asked him what illness. He didn't want to say it. Then he said that the FA and the clubs have a confidentiality. So it clearly shows that.
No, this is not the first time Arsenal has done this to the Blast.
Yes. They did it.
And most often they send their doctor, I don't know if it is
to follow the physio,
to follow Thomas Partey all around all the time, and it's no good. You know, it doesn't make even the player. When maybe, for example, if Partey want to do a major tackle that can win Ghana the ball maybe on a counter or something,
I don't have a problem with taking a physio to follow the national team.
Because maybe he knows that when
it's
he does
precautionary.
Tackle, yes, but sometimes it's the national team. You have to allow these players to have that freedom to play.
Well,
I think
the club side pays for most of the injuries and everything.
You see, Arsenal are not doing Ghana. You see, I think we need to.
So we should put the blame on Arsenal rather than on Partey.
No, because I don't think it's Partey's. Some of these decisions, I don't think it's.
And it's beyond him.
Yes, because I think if Partey wants to play for the Blaster, he'll be here. It is Arteta's decision, and maybe if he doesn't take some of these things into consideration, it might affect him in the long run. Because even Partey now, at the end of the summer, is going to be a free agent, and he's looking to extend his contract with Arsenal. So his hands are tied in this type of situations here. So I think moving on, we have to also have alternatives that we can rely on. And I think that if the Black Stars can have a conversation with Arsenal on how well they can talk about some of these things, it will be, because we can say, okay, we will give you, Arsenal say we'll give you Thomas Partey, but you're not using for the 2 games.
Using for one game.
Or something.
He'll play half pit part rules in each of them. He'll come off at 60 minutes, 70 minutes.
Those are some of the conversations that
should be going on. Do you think Partey's commitment should be called into question?
I think it's a big one, because first of all, he's a national team, he's a captain of the side, you expect him to show up and play. But I think you have to look at the generation we are in now and then times. Like those times, players were willing to ditch their club side and come and play for the national team. They don't care.
Yeah.
But as a country, we've shown on countless occasions that when these players make a lot of sacrifices for the national team, we really cannot appreciate them enough. So these young players watch their senior brothers go extra mile for the national team, and at the end of the day, they leave not happy, and they talk to them. So as Amajan will choose the African Cup of Nations over a Manchester City deal, somebody will come and play for the Black Stars, but club side Stephen Appiah will do that. And these players, when you ask them if they would do it again, they wouldn't say yes instantly. They would still think about it. So that means that either the decision they took, they on hindsight regretted it, or they won't advise the younger players to do it. So now you don't get a lot of players go against their club side to come and represent their national teams. So you don't force these players when they are put in such a situation to choose. And that makes it very difficult because, one, at the end of the day, that's where he earns the most money. And as a country, we've not put a lot of things in place to make the national team the go-to place where...
attractive enough.
I don't even want to use attractive. We don't make it a go-to place where the players feel like, I need to be there.
And for example, the pitch issue like this.
That's where I was.
When we played at the Baba Sports Stadium, I learned even during the training session, Jerome Opoku got injured because of the nature of the pitch. these are some of the issues that we need to fix in this country. Imagine we didn't fix it, but
Accra
Sports Stadium, and we still had to just do some 1 or 2 touches on the Baba and go and play there. You expect Thomas Partey to leave Arsenal and come and play on that pitch and give us 100%.
So you see,
no, these are some of the things we need to do.
I think as a nation, we haven't placed ourselves. The national team so far hasn't placed itself in a way where we can tussle.
What they are worth the sacrifice.
Exactly. Yeah. We can tussle with them.
Yeah.
We are also not giving a justification for players not being committed to the national team. But I'm saying when there's a situation where the player has to choose, it's a bit more easier for them not to come. You see, like there was a time where the national team will compete with your club side for attention. So you also want to be there.
Yeah.
So if your coach tells you, don't go, you can call the bluff of your coach and come and play for the national team. And you know that the national team will perform so well that even if your coach, like you see, even if your coach will watch the performance there and you have no option to, but you will come and basa be like that. So you are in a hurry to even go back to your club side. So for me, I think that's where we have to start getting to a point where the national team can command them things, so that we can command these players to be able to come. When I mean command, like the aura around the national team is there enough that the players, so that the club sides cannot, because the clubs there, they would always, it not be today's start too. They would always want
prioritize their own.
Yes,
everyone will prioritize their own.
Yes, they will always want a situation where they will prevent especially their key players
from going on international duty. It's a nuisance to them. Yeah, and especially now that it's so packed.
Yeah.
It's a nuisance to them. Okay, so replacements have been called in. Ibrahim Sadiq has been called in.
Ibrahim Sadiq I'm sure it's replacing Joseph Pencil.
Yeah,
and
as a winger.
And probably that midfield, it will be
Abu Francis has also been called in.
Abu Francis is for the Partey
situation.
And Michael Bedu,
Jonas Ajete as well.
Yeah, Jonas will be for the defense.
Yeah, defense.
I think he's
because Schindler.
Schindler is not there, and maybe Michael Bedu will be for the forward line as well.
Yeah,
but we don't have Ibrahim.
You think Otto has to be brave and start some of these players?
I think.
No, I don't think.
You don't think any? Do you think any of them will even get to play?
No, the chemistry
plays is different, but the start. I'm calling sick. Apart from Thomas Partey, none of them were coming to start. Do you get me? So those that
they've called,
if you are
Elisha will probably go in Partey's stead.
Straight. Yeah. What else do you think?
Yeah. and even the coach wants him to play.
Partey didn't cry. Elisha didn't play.
Basically, you have a Elisha Ashmero partnership. Hopefully so, because
is Ashmero in? I think 24 players. I didn't see him.
But one thing is that you've not seen a lot of Ibrahim Sulemana. I don't know how you guys view that.
So essentially, you don't think these guys, any of them will start?
Ibrahim Sulemana?
Yeah.
He called him.
Atlanta.
Yeah, he called him.
Midfielder.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, then he should play.
Yeah, because if you
that's why I'm asking you, will these replacements come in?
You see, one thing is,
so essentially, you guys don't think
Partey's role needed. Like, I think we need to.
We needed to start planning without Partey for a while.
And for us to plan without Partey, we need to define his role in this team. What you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
If Partey is that number 6, then we need someone who will come in to do that number 6 job. Because if we are getting a defensive midfielder, that whole setup, that midfield setup, I don't think Elisha Usi is that rugged defensive midfielder
to be able to do that job.
Yes. Basically, he's like a number 8 for me in my books. He's good with the passing and stuff like that. But in terms of tackles, winning duels here and there, I think he lacks that in his game. However, I don't know what Otuado wants to do with that midfield. But to me, I will choose a player that will be more rugged in the midfield. Strong enough to pick up the ball from the back, move in space and give
passes.
The likes of Kudus, and maybe if it's the person is partnering with Ashmeru, freedom to roll up front. Because this game, I don't want us to go into the game looking like the team that will be behind and trying to wait for what Sudanese side will try to do. No, we have to take the game to them.
Yeah.
We have to do it. We are home.
Yes, we have to take the game to Sudan. I saw it in the Niger game. I was really sad because if we are playing Niger, it's Niger. No, I'm not disrespecting the name Niger, but the Black Stars is Niger. And
then you are defending.
You are waiting for Niger
to make
move. And we've been doing that for like The last 30 minutes, of the game, the last 30 minutes, it was sad. Like, that's where I think Otuado needs to work on. He needs to. I don't know if it is a statics or if it is the players are not following instructions. I don't know, but we need to get someone who replace Partey so that we can control the game. And I think I want to see more of Ibrahim Sulemana. He's a very good lad. I think if you watch the time he was at Calgary, moving to Atlanta was a big move for him, but he hasn't get enough playing time because the Atlanta midfield has a lot of good defensive midfield. Ederson is a very good defensive midfielder there. So I think it's Otuado's decision, but it has to be the right decision.
Yeah. Definitely. So let's get right to it. I think this is a starting lineup time. Probable starting lineup, considering the injuries we have now, and your prediction for the game.
I think Atiziki right back. I don't know because Tariq Lamptey is not really playing at Brighton, and Ali Biseidu is playing.
It's better.
Gideon Mensah now coming back from injury, but he played the other time. So Otuado has to decide playing.
You are in his shoes now.
But if I'm the coach, I would play Tariq Lamptey and play Gideon Mensah on the left side.
Okay.
Yes. Play Jiku and Salisu.
Okay. No brainer.
Midfield 2, because it should be 4-2-3-1, obviously. The midfield 2, Ashimeru. If I say Ibrahim Sulemana was called, are you sure?
Yeah, he was.
If Ibrahim Sulemana is in the team, I would play him. I think I'll play him ahead of Elisha Usu, but I think Otuado play Elisha Usu. So Elisha Usu, Ashimeru, 4-2-3. The 3 should be Semenyo, because
I still think the right wing is his place.
Oh yeah, Semenyo will play. I think now he has shown that.
Yeah. So
in as much as
Semenyo?
we're not getting results, Semenyo on the left side. No, Semenyo will play from the left side. Operate from the left side. On the right side, I would love to play Inake Williams.
Okay.
I don't really think Fatau, although he happens to be the only left-footed winger in the team, but I think I'll play him and play Jordan
as the arrowhead,
as the main striker, which you can swap with either of them, Inaki or.
So who's the You said 4-2-3.
4-2-3-1. So the three, and then Kudus will play. Sorry, Kudus will play obviously the 10.
Obviously, Kudus.
Kudus will play the 10.
The predictions for the game.
It can either be a 2-1 victory for Ghana or a 3-1 victory for Ghana.
Okay, we'll concede for sure.
Yeah.
So give me your prediction.
My prediction.
Prediction and starting 11, whichever way you want to go.
Okay, so let me start with the starting. At this game post, the same back four as he mentioned. I think Tariq Lamptey, Gideon Mensah, Jiku, Salisu. But that midfield, I would rather go with Ibrahim Sulemana. I think he's very good. And
with Ashimeru?
Yeah, with Ashimeru. But this game itself needs a lot in terms of attacking, because we found it very difficult to score goals. Like we get it. I don't know if it is the players or even creating chances is very difficult for this side. We don't create even enough chances, so I think we should put all our best foot forward. The best bet. You should put all our best foot forward. See, if you can put Inaki Williams, Jordan Ayew, and Semenyo on the pitch, I don't know.
Just you were a couple of days ago saying differently.
No, do you know what I'm saying? No, that was the ideal, like my lesson, because I want to see something different.
Okay.
You get what I'm trying to say? I want to see something different because I'm tired of these players. They've not proved to me that they are capable of starting for us. Like if you start right now, if I ask you any of you that if you start Antoine Semenyo, what will you expect from me?
It's difficult.
You will be saying things that he has done for his club side.
You say something that he has done for Ghana consistently.
Consistency, and you can say that if Antoine Semenyo starts today for a blaster, this is what we expect from him. This is what he's going to do. None of us can say that.
Yeah.
same as Inaki Williams, and maybe I don't know. Jordan Ayew has proven in the 2 Afcon qualifiers that he has scored, I don't know, 4 goals in 2 games. That is very good to say that, okay, if we start Jordan Ayew Afcon, we can expect
this or that,
goals from him. But the other players, Inaki Williams and Antoine Semenyo, it's very difficult to say that. That's why I'm saying that sometimes you try the other players like Thomas Badamasante and maybe Fatawi Sakwa as well. Let's see what they can bring on board. But with what these players have done at their club side, Inaki Williams and especially Antoine Semenyo, we would
expect more.
I want to see that in the Black Stars. So my front three will obviously be, I think the midfield, I've already mentioned that Ibrahim Sulemana and Ashimeru, then Kudus Mohammed, Antoine Semenyo, Inaki Williams, then put Jordan up front. But
so basically the same lineup.
Yes,
the same lineup.
Basically, no, he chose Elisha Usu.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what.
So that's basically.
Yeah, but he said Elisha Usu because
Otuado.
Yeah, Otuado. But I think Otuado has to change because the.
Do you think he should play with Suleiman?
Yes. No, the 2 games. Elisha Usu was the reason why we lost the 2 games. If you look at the first game,
it's otherwise. So.
See, somebody may think otherwise, but the first.
Give us your prediction now.
My prediction.
Yeah. Score prediction.
It's a difficult one. 1-0 Ghana Black Stars will win. 1-0.
Interesting.
1-0.
They go hard.
It go hard. Clean sheet Ghana.
1-0.
Ghana clean sheet.
We don't score.
But you don't keep clean sheet.
We find a way to concede.
So you saying 1-0 is very improbable based on past results.
The thing is that based on what I've seen when Ghana plays at home. It's
we
very
lost
difficult
at home the last time, so
yeah, I know, but it's very difficult for them to for a team to come to Ghana and say at the get go
that we are going to win.
They are going to press us. No, what they do is that when the game starts, they wait for Ghana to attack them, probe. When you see that this side cannot score, then they go and punish us. And I think
that's what they do.
So
first of all, they come by respecting us.
Yes.
But they wait, then they say we know they do anything.
They don't make serious. Like this was if they fear themselves, they don't be serious like that. So that's what they are going to do. So I think that
clean sheet for Atizigi for the first time in a long while.
Yeah, you see, the thing depends. You see, the things you are saying
right
now.
You are saying 1-0.
The things you are saying right now. You are predicting. It's not. I'm predicting 1-0 doesn't mean 1-0 is going to happen.
So maybe a goal difference of 1.
I'm just saying that the Stars would win 1-0. That's my prediction.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys.
For that
thank you guys for doing this with me. Guys, let us know your thoughts in the comments box. They've given their prediction and their possible starting 11 almost the same, except for the Elisha Owusu situation. What do you think will happen on Thursday? Tomorrow is the pre-match press conference. Let us know if you have any questions for Coach Kwesi Appiah and also for Otto Addo. Thank you guys for joining me. We'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great week.